Hey everyone, and welcome to the first video in my Devlog series. I'm very excited to show you the current state of my game, although there's a long way to go, but I do feel that I actually have something that's acceptable to show off. And as you probably guessed by the title, it is a Warzone inspired FPS multiplayer battle royale type of game, but you also might be wondering, well, why? And basically, I'm not satisfied with the current state of the Warzone game at the moment, and I miss the old Modern Warfare 19, and there are several reasons why, and I'm gonna go through them and show you how my games look at the moment. So one of the key elements is the difference between the operators and skins between Modern Warfare 19 or Warzone 1 and the current state of Warzone. So back then the operators and skins were still very realistic looking, and the game's overall feel and vibe were realism, but gradually they shifted towards this more Fortnite vibe. And for me, it's not a question about what's right or wrong. It's completely fine to like this feel and vibe of a game, but for me it was important to have this realism, because I missed the feeling of being able to immerse myself in the game. But that also meant that I had to learn to create good looking characters, and I'm not saying that I can make AAA characters, but what I basically did is I took a meta-human, because they are really great quality, but it wasn't good enough. So I needed to learn how to use Blender to model and retexture these characters. And like the first thing I did was buying different assets and characters, but the issue with that is that I'd never got full control over, for example, the texture resolutions and how I wanted them to look and the weight painting. But I also thought there's no way in hell that I'm ever gonna learn how to use Blender, because it's really not intuitive the first time you use it, but eventually I got the hang of it, and I think I'm at a point where I can create something that looks alright and that I'm satisfied with. I still have a lot to learn, but the next thing is the whole rigging process, so rigging the character's mesh to a skeleton and weight painting it, and that was just a whole new world again that I had to learn. And I tried watching some videos, but I got so bored that I just thought, I'm just gonna learn by doing. And it's not perfect, especially around the chest, the shoulders, and the wrist. Still need some work, but it's fine for now. I can always go back and adjust it. But yeah, I think it's important for me to be able to do this, because I want to create like something that I feel Warzone is missing is something like the finals have, where you can customize your character. So I wanted to be able to do that, where you can, instead of buying one operator, you would be able to customize every part, like the face, the skin, tattoos, all of that. But basically this is how the operators look right now, and these are just screenshot images from the game, and I think it looks alright. And so the same goes for the buildings in the game, like the same thought process behind it, that it gives me more creative freedom and create exactly what I envision for the game and the map, and to be able to control the size of the rooms, create the interior and exterior and the textures, the texture resolution, the LODs, all these kind of stuff that helps optimizing it. And so at the moment I have like 7 different buildings, but I'm gonna show that later on in the devlog. And so besides the overall look of the game, we also have the gameplay and the feeling of the game, and I think they shifted from something I would like to call shooter core game to a movement core game. And again, it's not a question about a right or a wrong, but it is a very different game. So back then everything was much more slower. The sliding, the swapping weapon, reloading time, sprint to fire time, stuff like that. Your skill was your ability to control recoil and to be good at shooting, whereas now Your skill is more the ability to master great movement, and that also forces the gameplay to become much more quicker and faster and competitive, and you need to rush more, in my opinion. And I kind of miss that old feeling where you could take it a bit slow and move slowly through the map, and strategically you could be a bit more stealth, but I still want the Call of Duty Warzone animation feel that's so great about Call of Duty. So that's another thing that I had to learn. And I do think animations is one of the most important things in able to make the game look good and feel good. And so that's something that I'm spending a lot of time learning, and I still have a lot to learn, but I'm starting to get to a place where I think it's alright. And the great thing that I mentioned earlier about creating my own characters and weight painting and stuff like that is that I can create animations that are in sync between the third person and the first person character. So I can create both animations, and so they are in sync. So here I'm creating a reload animation, and I actually think that it turned out alright. Like it's fine. It still needs some polishing, but it's okay. Yeah, so this was just a quick introduction to my game and why I wanted to make the game and how I want the game to be like and why. And next time I think I want to show you just a quick overview on my loadout system in the lobby menu. And because I have, you can choose attachments, and they all have stats and are replicated, and they are working, and they are actually affecting the gun. And then maybe also some other things. So let me know what you want to see in this game, and I hope you're gonna like and follow. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.